So this is a pot which has been happily growing dahlias all summer. And we don't really want it to stay completely empty until next May. So what better thing to put in here than some tulips? So tulips don't mind being a bit deep, so you can go down about sort of 6 to 8 inches in the pot. And the first thing to do is to put in a ring of tulips. What you want to do with tulips is make sure that the flowers are not touching each other. So about that sort of spacing is about right. You put them in a ring around the outside of the pot. There's a circle of tulips going around. So you see that one? Every so often in a bag of tulips you'll get a bad one, and that is a bad one, and as a result we do not want it. So that's gone. Circle around, and then in the middle as well, fill it in the gaps. We end up in a pot this size, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Unlucky to have 13, let's make some space and push in 14. There we go, 14 tulips. Then you have to do is to cover them with some soil, bring it back up, and then because you're planting in a pot, there's room to actually make more of this, and what we can do is we can have a second layer of bulbs, sometimes even a third layer of bulbs on top. So when we got the soil topped up, pretty much to the top, press it down so that there's no air around the bulbs, and then on top of that we can put some crocus. So these little chaps, little tiny crocus, already beginning to grow because they're going to start flowering probably in February. So just scatter them around the top like this. You can almost just go like that and just chuck them, and they'll work themselves out. Even if you don't get them completely the right way up, they'll turn themselves round. Layer of tulips, then we have a layer of crocus. We could put a layer of grape hyacinths or something like that in between them. We also put some narcissus. You can put as many bulbs as you want, really, into a pot. Then we cover that with some soil, and then once you've planted all of this, we, particularly around here, we have a problem with squirrels. And squirrels' favourite food during the winter are crocus. So in order to try and stop the squirrels from digging them up, you could either put some wire over the top of it, but that doesn't look very nice, or else you get a scattering of holly branches or paracantha branches, something prickly, so that the squirrel, when digging, gets a prickle right up its nose, and it doesn't like that at all, so that may deter them a bit. So tulips, crocus, sit back, enjoy the winter, wait for the spring.